What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Um, I wanted to wait a little bit before I did this video because I wanted to really soak everything in. I looked at a lot of you guys' videos, your reactions to it, and I agree wholeheartedly with everybody. Ticket TV, 78 Sports TV, Dreamers Pro, Sports and Fitness Rants, I think, talked about it. I think Franchise Media talked about it. Last night, of course, was the debut of the NBA on NBC. And I fell asleep I went to sleep after the first game, but there was one hell of a first game of the NBA season between the Rockets and the Thunder. Ultimately, the Thunder prevailed in double overtime, but that was one hell of a way to kick off the season. But of course, much of the talk was about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan dominated that night, not just because of the segment with Mike Tirico, where he did talk about many things. He talked about the fact that he hadn't played basketball in years, and I think there was a situation where he was it the Ryder's Cup uh, recently, and one of the persons, I guess, who's a sponsor. I forgot some of the details already of the story, but one of the persons asked him, could he shoot a free throw? The guy had a basketball court, and Jordan said that was the most nervous that he had been in years because he hadn't picked up a basketball in years. But he said that he switched it, but he said that was the most nervous that he had been, and he admits that even at age 62, even though he hasn't played basketball in a long time, he misses it. He misses playing the game. And he said that he wished there was a magic pill that he could take, which would make him, I guess, 30 years younger or 35 years younger. He'd go out and be able to compete and play basketball. But he did say something about, well, maybe it's better that I don't because I might pop an Achilles and be in a wheelchair for a while. But he said that the main reason why he felt an obligation to come back out of what basically has been his retirement. I mean, sure, he's made an appearance here or there, but he's been very, very low key. And it's amazing considering how much his name is used, especially by the media, for likes, clicks, and views and hits, mostly to denigrate him. It's amazing the confidence of this man. He could care less. He's secure in his greatness, unlike other people who constantly need praise and adulation to feed a insatiable ego that at the same time is very fragile. You know? But he felt an obligation to the game to come out of retirement and give back. And I can't help but think that people like Michael Jordan, people like Magic Johnson, people like, Dominique Wilkins, Julius Erving, and when you look at other sports, you got Michael Irvin, he has a YouTube channel. I know they don't like what they're seeing in their respective sports. They don't like it. They see these guys just taking and taking and taking and not giving back. They're not going to lead the game. This is going to be the first generation of athletes who are not going to leave the game in better hands than when they found it. Now, I want to focus more on the NBA. We know who the supposed face is supposed to be. We know who the guy who's supposed to be the face of the league. Has the NBA improved under this guy? He's definitely enriched himself. He's definitely put himself in a position where He has always benefited, whether it's the style of play on the game, as far as him playing and his numbers and his perceived perspective, as far as the masses is concerned, because he has so many people on the Clutch Sports payroll, so that they're always going to spin a narrative that makes him out to be the hero, make him always the good guy, make him always, this savior, while others get the blame. But is the game in a better place? No, it's not. So it's taken a guy who has dominated the NBA through the 80s and 90s, especially the 90s, and been retired for 20 years to come out of retirement, so to speak, and try to salvage and save this game as far as presenting what a winner is supposed to look like, presenting and showing you what a professional, what a ambassador to the game of basketball is supposed to do, and maybe perhaps being a um, an example to this newer generation of basketball players and fans as to what a champion is supposed to do, how they're supposed to behave, and how to conduct themselves. You know, you got some guys running around 40-year-old men, jumping around on live stream with Twitchers and shit. You know what I'm saying? But another thing I want to state too, did you guys notice yesterday when those games were on NBC? Did you notice how um, they weren't talking about one player constantly, the announcers? They were literally giving everybody props on the floor, and they were talking about the game in its totality. They're talking about all the players. They're talking about the in-game stuff. They were talking about more technical stuff. They were talking about the game. That's so refreshing to me because I hadn't heard that since the NBA on NBC. Yes, they talked about Michael Jordan. Yes, they talked about Carmelo, but they talked about all the stars. And this is why my generation, we knew all the players, man. We knew about all the. We didn't just care about one player. This is what we fought for. Excuse me. This is what we've been fighting for, man, to get the game back to where it was before. Because I fell in love with basketball watching these guys play. And it's paying me. It's paying me to see where the game has gone. A lot of people don't understand that, man. When I say I hate what's happened to the game, I hate it. I hate some of these people that are representing the game, man. They're doing some foul shit, bro, and I can't stand it. So what I saw today, last night, was a great sign. I know it was a smashing success, and I knew it was going to be successful because Michael Jordan is a winner. He's the GOAT, and that generation of basketball, the 90s and the 80s into the 2000s, was the best brand of basketball there was. And ever since then, it's been going downhill. So they can get mad all they want to. That era, that regime is gone. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.